Is it recording? Yes, it is recording. Hello, my name is Kristiāna, aka Kriksis, and I'm an illustrator from Latvia, currently living in the UK. In this video, I will talk about my art journey and how I knew what I want to do in the future. So I hope it's fine for me, like just ramble around and talk. So you can do a lot of different things. You can draw in the background because I will not show anything else in this video except my face and hot chocolate. I don't remember at which age I was like more interested in art, but I knew that I liked art lessons more than math, for example, or yeah, I just enjoyed painting and visual art. But both of my parents are not art related at all, so I don't know where I like got this feeling that I want to create art. And I remember vaguely in the 5th grade we had this social lessons, and in one of those classes they were like, what do you want to do in the future? And I remember I wrote interior designer, although I feel now that I knew what is interior designer in 5th grade when I was like 11 or 10 years old. There are some parts I remember from like math lessons because I hated math, although I know it's quite important and it trains logic, but at that moment I really didn't enjoy math. So I had this one friend and she was really good at math, and I was sitting next to her and I was drawing people who were like writing something on the what is the name? I was drawing people in front of class, like doing math lessons, and I remember my friend did this as well, and math teacher came to us and she was like, to my friend, she said like, oh, you can continue, but you don't understand math, you need to like do that. And so basically she allowed her to continue drawing and me to like try to focus on math. And that's so funny because I really enjoyed drawing at that moment already. After 9th grade, at least in Latvia, you can continue to go in regular high school or you can choose professional high school. So, as I hated math and like a lot of regular subjects, I was like, no, I need to go to art or different kind of professional high school so I can at least enjoy it in a way. So, I read a lot of nice things about Riga Design Art School. So, I went there for open days. When I saw the interior design, digital things, I was like, no, this is not for me. So, yeah, and then I saw another department which was like more textile focused. It was a thing, form textile was the name or something like that. So, I don't know, I just love how it looked visually, and there were a lot of works with like handmade lamps or like chairs and then clothing. So there were like a bunch of different stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, that could be something interesting. So while I was studying there, I heard a lot of feedback about my sketches and how I sketch things, that it's something interesting and unique in a way. So I was like, oh, what could I do with that? Because like at that moment I wasn't sure what I want to do in the future. So I was like, okay, people around me say that like I have really interesting sketches, so okay, I kind of see that as well. What can I do with that? And in Latvia we have like Latvian Academy of Arts, where you can learn undergraduate studies or postgraduate later on. So it's like art focused. There are a lot of different departments, like fine art, which includes painting, graphic arts, sculpture, and then it's like different like design focused programs. But I was like, where should I go, because nothing was like more illustration focused. Of course, at that time I wasn't like, actually I didn't know like what illustration meant in a way. I was 19, and I think the graphic arts was like the closest one I could go. So yeah, and I know that some people after high school they take a lot of different options where to go, like should I go to that school and that, and they send like bunch of applications. And I remember me, and I was like, I don't know where else to go. Like if I don't go to Academy of Arts, I don't know where to go. And I was actually not thinking about studying abroad at all, because my English was really awful. It was so, like, it was the worst. I remember we had because, okay, I will talk a little bit later about my English, but at that moment I was super bad, so I decided like, okay, this is the only option. So I went to graphic arts, and in actually the first and second year I actually didn't enjoy that much. Although like I love the teachers, I love everything. It just, I felt it's too fine art and too traditional for me, and I actually didn't know where, like, what was like my focus and what I want to do and what was my style. So I was just I just kept going. And then in the third course we had the one subject called illustration, and the first time I went there I was like, wow, this is so cool. Like, why don't we have illustration department in Latvia? Like, why? So, and this was only in third course. So during that time it was, so the course started 2017, but I think I was more focused, like I want to do illustration in 2018. So what's, yeah, like every lecture in illustration, every illustration lecture was so interesting for me, and I was like, I want to see more, I want to do more, I want to publish books. Like, I know some people like tell that like after the first contract, then they was like, yeah, I want to do it more. No, like I haven't even published anything yet. I still want to do it, and I want to do it like for 3 years now. And so in 2018, with all my like what should I do, where should I go, like what is the next step? In 2018 I went to Bologna Children's Book Fair, and I saw a lot of things at once, and it was so overwhelming but cool. And I just had like this spark of creativity and joy coming from me, and like I want to do it, like I really want to do it. So I think from that time onwards I was like focusing more on like, okay, how should like I reach this goal? Like, should I like study more something, or should I like stay like I am and like do it by myself? And for me, I really like studying. So not only like because of, I don't know, like I don't care about marks. Like I take feedback more than marks, because I think feedback is more valuable. But I'm the person who needs deadlines. So if I don't have deadlines, I just don't do things. So I thought like, okay, at least in the beginning I need to like find my style, like realize what I really want to do, and if I really want to do this. So in Bologna Children's Book Fair I found a course in Cambridge, and in the beginning I wasn't thinking about like going to different country and studying, but then I saw the works and like how the course was so popular worldwide, and that after finishing the course you can get exhibitions and so on. So I was like, wow, this is like, I can get more recognition, and that was what I really wanted to do, and also finding my style. So, and then like also I was thinking like, okay, I really want to challenge myself and go outside the comfort zone. So I thought I would want to start with going on Erasmus, like exchange program between different universities, and you can study abroad for either 1 semester or 2 semesters, which is like 1 full year. So I thought, okay, I want to do it, but I'm like almost at the end of my undergrads, and the undergrads in Latvia in art school, it's 4 years. I know it's 3 years in the UK. So in the third course I applied for Erasmus, and I didn't check, like you can like pick the you can pick the country you like, the place you want, but actually I didn't know like the city. I didn't know like if it's good or bad. I actually didn't check the pictures of the city before I applied. My one focus was that it should be illustration focused. So, and I applied for Falmouth University. I think I applied to another one, and I got into UK in Falmouth University. So that was super exciting, but also I felt so scared because I'm quite shy person, and at that moment, like even now I feel more confident, but before I was like super shy, and my English also was quite bad. I didn't took any courses. I took some courses afterwards to get into the children's book illustration, but in that time when I did my Erasmus program, I didn't have any English courses. So I went there, and it was, I think, that's so funny story, because in Falmouth, I didn't know if I was like enrolled in the first or second year, and I remember like they had open day week, no, like introduction week for the first year, so I went there, and then I realized like, why is not my name in the list? And then I realized I was enrolled in second year, which is like, that's so funny. I was like outsider going there, like, where am I? And like, so that was so funny. But yeah, and I came back. I did undergrad's last project doing a children's book about silence, and I wrote it myself, and I had help with editor, and yeah, I went to Bologna again in 2019 because I was like, I want to see more, and I want to do it. So, and also during the time while I was finishing my undergrads, I went to intense English courses, because one thing, if you want to study abroad, especially if you want to study in English-speaking countries, you need to know the language. And if you want to study masters, it is also quite important. So yeah, I did a lot of learning. I still think I'm not that good in English. Like sometimes, like especially now, like when I'm talking, I forgot the words, I don't know the right order, but it's much better. So I took 2 courses. I did intermediate and upper intermediate courses. So one course was like, I think I did one course for half year, and I think each week it was like once a week or something, once or twice, I don't remember. But the second one, upper intermediate, was 1 month, 5 times a week, 3 hours in each day, and then homework for the next day. So it was like, I remember I actually wasn't drawing in that month at all. I was like really focusing on my English language. And I had also private teacher for IELTS, because you need, like for my school, I need to do IELTS test, which I failed for the first time and spent a lot of money, and then went to my neighbor country and then tried again, and then I got the normal result for IELTS. and I got into masters in children's book illustration. So, and now I'm here, and I just finished the masters. Yeah, so what I want to do, publish book, and then books, create my own stories, draw them. I could sit in home for the whole year and just draw, and I will not get bored of it. Another thing I want to do is have my mini online shop, because I like to create some small things. Right now I have Etsy store. I don't know, in the future maybe I will put it on my website, but okay, there is one more thing I wanted to talk about. So because I was studying in different schools, universities, in each university basically I did different kind of subject, which were all art related, but I think that way it kind of shaped the direction what I want to do. So my like my high school, professional high school last project was reflective swimsuits, which I did. So they were something completely different that what I'm doing right now. And then in the Latvian Academy of Arts, I was studying graphic arts, and it was more fine art based in my opinion. I did a lot of academic drawing and painting with oil colors, and it was really like, I don't know, Science Peterburg's drawing academy. It felt like that in a way, and it was really fine art. But in that moment I realized I want to do illustration, because we had like this one specific course. And when I went to Erasmus, I learned more about different kind of directions, even illustration wise, because I thought, although there are so many different directions where to go with art, even with one part there are still many more. So for illustration you can do children's book, you can do editorial illustrations, you can do book cover art, you can do advertising, you can do all of them. So in that Erasmus trip I learned doing long-term projects is more what I want to do. So children's book illustration or young adult illustration is what I would love to do more. And then when I came to UK, I just finished my master's in children's book illustration, and like the whole course I was so happy, because I felt I finally found the place what I want to do, and I felt so good. Like even in every part of the journey, every class that I did was like, yeah, I'm on the right path, and it felt so good. So if you don't know where to go, or if you are somewhere in between, maybe it's just for you to experience what it is you don't want to do, or maybe what it is from all of it you are studying, just which pieces of the things you're studying you like. So that way you can discover which direction to go, if that makes sense, I guess. So if you are studying, for example, art, and you are in some kind of random course you thought like you will love, and you end up like thinking, no, I don't like it, then maybe think about also what you liked or what you like about the course. So maybe adding all these details together will form what you want to do. Recently I heard this quote. I actually don't remember who was it, but it was more like, if your job didn't pay you any money, would you still do it? And for me now, like, I would answer yes. I could do the things I do for free. Of course it's not the best option, because I need money, like we need to survive, I need to pay rent and eat something. But like in general, I could do that without thinking about money, I think. Okay, I think I need to speak more confident. So Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to me so you can see more of myself creating different art stuff. I will do some tutorials with my favorite art supplies and will share books I like. I have a lot of videos planned that I wanted to do, so please subscribe so you can be notified when they come up. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Bye.